in for a few minutes. I'm seeing it on Knowing right here on YouTube and The Knowing on Facebook. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button for us. It is free. It won't cost you a dime. Y'all come on in, share the live, share the love. Let them know that the doc is on. They have found Kada Scott remains. The public went out. They did a search and they called it in after they picked the board up off all the dirt and they actually saw maggots. The community went out and found her. It reminds me so much of that Tangi out in Cobb County where the community had boots on the ground. They couldn't find her there. They found the vehicle, but they didn't find Tangi until he confessed what he did. Hey, why me, girl? So her remains has been found. They have notified the family. Hey, Miss Diane, they have not said they think it's her body. More than likely it will be. Remember, they found the iPads there. They tracked the watch there. Phone case, believed to be her glasses at this place. They have someone in custody. It's sad that we bring the news. They actually found her on yesterday. Now, let's look at this timeline. She went missing on October the 4th. October the 14th, he was arrested. October the 18th, he was actually, her body was actually found. She went missing. They said she did a whole shift. Come to find out that was not true. She didn't do a whole shift. She did about 25, 30 minutes. She went out. Allegedly, he abducted her, drove around town. They kept saying that they believed she was still alive. They said the body had been there 3-4 days. Y'all, I don't know. But one thing I will tell you is this is happening too much. And when I say it's happening too much, it's just happening every day. We're reporting on someone that has unalived somebody every day. And so we see this. We got to get it to where not only our young people, but the old and everybody, you can't trust everybody. You can't. The one I'm talking about in Cobb County, people came from St. Louis, North Carolina, South Carolina. They had boots on the ground. They waited 48 hours. They said that we cannot do anything before then. But they had people here out and moving. You know, to make something strong, if you are really an advocate for it, and you're advocating to help a lot of people, you got to have resources. What do you mean by resources? If you think that your loved one in another state is in danger or can't be found, when you fly or drive to that area, you got to think about it. You got to have hotels, Airbnb. You got to have a way you can eat food and things. Like they say, I ain't talking about the song, but you got to have boots on the ground. You actually got to have them on now. And everything runs through money. Hey, Miss Eva, everything, you got to have money. So if you're one of these people that's out here advocating and saying that, and you're going to the extent of it, then you got to form some type of group. And you got to get you some supporters in that group. A lot of people have asked me to start a group for domestic violence women. Let me tell y'all why I have not started it. And I've been asked this for 2 years. I have not started the group because I don't have time to dedicate it to the group. And that's not in my calling right now for that. I'm going to continue to do it on the scale I do it. But when you open up a group, hundreds of people could sign up immediately. You got to be in there. Opening up groups is a safe haven. It's a safe place where you can talk and won't be judged. Whereas if it's an individual, a young person, you think that somebody's watching you, stalking you, whatever. You gotta have somebody you can talk to. You really do. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. As I look around and I look in my circle, if I had to honestly say that I got somebody that's in my corner and gonna fight and got boots on the ground, is my mama, Tia, and my cousin. To have boots on the ground and keep it in the face to make sure, she wouldn't do this. That ain't her pattern. She wouldn't do that. It would be them. And see, the thing about it, until your person is found, you got to stay. So just say, for instance, if I was out of state, if I left Georgia and went to New Jersey, let's just say New Jersey. That's the first thing that came to my mind. If I went missing in New Jersey, my family got to go. I just called the 3 people that don't matter what, they're going to drop everything and they're going to go. My mother is elderly. So really, there's 2 people. And people say, okay, hey, Miss Green, they say, okay, but, you know, you should have more people. I don't want more people in my circle. I got who I want in there. I know if I get to New Jersey and I got some followers, they're going to be helping. If I go to Ohio, I got some folk there. If I go to Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, I got folks there. North Carolina, South Carolina, I have followers in those places. New York. See, that's the thing. Those people were asking for help, and somebody took it all out of proportion. They was trying to help for the funeral. Do you know how much it costs to get a body? You got to embalm it, and you got to fly it. And she was from St. Louis back there. I don't see all the hateful comments. People are stupid. They shouldn't have did this. They shouldn't have did. We all been a fool sometime in our life. You may have been a fool on a different subject. And I may have been a fool on another subject. But we can't get to point fingers at folk. We can't. We can't do that. And what I'm saying is, I understand how mad those people are. I get it. They're mad. The community is mad as hell. They mad. They mad at them detectives because I think they searched that area. They just didn't go a little farther. Somebody called on the tip line and told it. And they went back. See, they had cadets. They closed down the academy, got those cadets recruiters, 300 plus the officers, and they started searching. And they couldn't find it. But the community went out there and they went deeper. And when they saw a board, something that didn't look right, they took that board up. They didn't have the tools. So they start uncovering what it looked like fresh dirt. And maggots start to come out the ground. Then they had smelt a foul odor and they called it in. Now, I don't know who that man was. I guess he was the chief that was doing that news conference. He said it was an anonymous tip from the tip line. But the way those people talking, they was on the ground. They had boots on the ground late October 18. Late. Or maybe I should say early morning. I guess through the night. Because people were saying in the comments, I go to them comments, don't y'all got something for darkness? But they didn't get back out there yesterday until 10 a.m. And that's when they found her. You know, she got to go to the medical examiner's office. You know, got to go there and do all of that. Then they'll tell us what happened. How many more women is going to take? Y'all, please hit the thumbs up, please. And show some reaction to keep the video in the algorithm. See, this is the thing. It takes each and every one of us to help each and every one of us. I am not going to be able to make it and bring the content if y'all, I don't want y'all to do anything but give it some reactions and share it. That's it. And show up and give a thumbs up. That's all I ask. That's all I want. I don't want money. I don't want anything. But I do want that. This is domestic violence month. Not just, and don't get me wrong when I say breast cancer. That's serious. But it's also domestic violence. I'm not sure what happened in this case. We're still trying to find out early information. But this is to everybody, family and daughter. Be careful out here. Don't be so friendly. And that's something that some people say about me all the time. She's not that friendly. I'm very friendly. If I don't know you, I don't need to get friendly with you. Y'all, you know you'll hear more from this case. This is your girl, Seeing and All Knowing, right here on YouTube and The Knowing on Facebook. Coming back with another video. A sad one. Kada Scott. Who is Kada Scott? Kada Scott is from Philadelphia. She went missing on October the 4th. A guy was arrested on October the 14th. Her remains was found on October the 18th. I'll see y'all on another video.